Just waiting for the nurse. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's a really good day. Today's a great day because today is my birthday. So yeah, it's my birthday today, and I'm very thankful and very blessed that I get to share this birthday with you guys. So for my birthday today, I said to my husband I didn't really want any gifts. It's, you know, I don't need anything. I'm fine without gifts. However, he got me this. He got me a necklace. So he got me this gold cross and on a gold chain. It's really fine. Really pretty. I love it. Absolutely love it. And then he also got me some stuff for vlogging, a mic for my camera, another tripod. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'm really thankful that he did that. As for me, I'm doing well. I've had a lot of appointments to get through over the past week. I've got a lot of appointments coming up. But yeah, I'm really thankful and blessed that I have all the support from you guys. It's just been so overwhelming, and I'm so thankful for you guys here. It's really hard to tell people that you're ill, and I'm glad that I have this YouTube channel because I tell friends and family, but I actually say to them, go check out my YouTube channel, because you don't want to go into all the details about what's going on. You do, but you don't. So yeah, I've had quite a few birthday wishes today, and I've sort of said to them, I'm well, but I'm not well. I've started a YouTube channel. If you want to go and see what I've been up to lately, go check out my channel. In some ways, it's like, great, get more views. But it's not about that. I guess it's, you know, a way of telling them and not having to tell them face to face and deal with that initial shock from them as well. But yeah, that's what's been going on. I had a few appointments to do last week, and they were good. They were very informative. I met with my oncologist, which was a bit of a shock. I think I wanted to title this video, it's expensive to be sick. Yeah, it's expensive to be sick. One, parking. You've got to park, and you've got to pay for parking. And to top off the parking, I got a parking fine for where I parked. Now, I parked in the hospital parking lot, and I just assumed that you pay as you leave, but I was not aware that some of the levels that you park on have time limits on them. So where I parked, I had parked in a 3-hour parking zone where I was at the hospital all day. I was probably there for about 5-6 hours. And when I got back to my car, I had found a parking ticket, $84. Now, yeah, I wasn't really happy about that. Plus, I had to pay that $20 for parking that day. So that was an expensive day for parking. When I was at the oncologist, we discussed the treatment, we discussed the plan that they had for me and what they were going to do for me. Then they started to discuss the medications that were required, and that there were some medications that weren't covered by the Australian government. Here in Australia, we have a Medicare system where we get most of our medical treatments paid for by our Medicare. But unfortunately, the medication that they want to use to target the cancer that I have is going to cost me $6,000. $10,000. That's an out-of-pocket expense for me. I wasn't initially shocked because I discussed with a friend of mine who is also a breast cancer survivor, and she mentioned to me that they said to her, this was probably about 3 years ago, that for her this medication would cost her $10,000. So it has come down in the last few years, but the Australian government doesn't cover this type of medication. The benefits of this medication is I won't be on chemo for a longer period of time, so I'll only be on chemo for approximately 4 months, whereas if I just had the normal recommended treatment, I would be on chemo for 6 months. That's a long time. That's a long time to be on chemotherapy, and I understand if you don't have the funds, then that's the path you have to take. I asked my friend how she obtained the money to get this medication, and she said she used her superannuation. And in our country, well, here in Australia, you can only access your superannuation fund when you're in retirement age, so that's about 65 years. But there are certain circumstances where you can access this money. If you don't know, in Australia, when you work, our employer has to pay a certain amount of money per week to our superannuation fund, which contributes to our retirement. So we're not going to the government to fund our retirement. That's what it's for. So I decided that I would try and get the funding from my superannuation fund. I submitted my documents last week, so I think it'll take maybe a week or two to see whether I get that funding. If I don't, I may have to use my own money to get this. But other than that, I'm still continuing on with all my appointments. I had PET scan last week, and oh, it was horrible. It wasn't horrible as in it was painful or sore or anything. It was just this liquid that I had to drink, and I know that the liquid is there so that they can see inside my body, and the PET scan was purely to see whether the cancer had spread anywhere else. So I'm doing the PET scan at the moment. I've got to drink this terrible drink. It's disgusting. I've got to drink that every 15 minutes, so I've got to make sure that every 15 minutes I drink that. I think about 21. I think when it gets to 9:21, I've got to take my next drink. It's gross. I feel a bit funny. Not funny as in funny, but you can feel something's happening. Anyway, all good for now. Thankfully, I got the results back the same day, and my oncologist showed me that the cancer hadn't spread to any part of my body, so that was a really, really good thing. In terms of my chemotherapy and my further appointments moving forward, I sound freaking like I'm still at work. My chemotherapy starts next week. So on Monday next week, I have to go in and do a education session, and I guess that's where they just give us, tell us what happens in that session and what goes on. And then the following day, on Tuesday, is when I actually start my chemotherapy session. Right now I'm feeling good, but I know I'll be anxious and the anxiety will start to creep in about what's going to happen. But God's been good. I have faith in God. God will get me through this. I have all the blessings of everyone, and yeah, I'll get through this. But yeah, so I thought I'd give everybody an update. I'll show everybody what's been happening during this week, and I'll celebrate my birthday. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you for listening to my rant about how expensive it is to be sick. That's just my point of view. That's my story. That's how things are going. But yeah, okay, well, that's it for now. Thank you for the birthday wishes from everybody. Thank you. See ya. Also, before I go, I just want to give a few shout outs to people, because the support on here has been so overwhelming, and I'm so thankful for it. You know, it touches my heart, really. It does. It touches my heart, and I'm so blessed and thankful for everyone who's praying for me. I just want to give a few shout outs to people, and you know, these guys, Tene Samoa and Tama Palangi, you know, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You know, it means so much that you put the word out there for everyone to come and jump on my channel, and you know, I'm so thankful for that. That really touches my heart. I also want to say a shout out to Faye Vids. You know, she gave me a shout out even before she knew or was aware of what was happening in my life. Yeah, thank you, Faye. And also to Anna and Jono Waka family. You know, just a shout out to them, and for their blessings and their support, and you know, go and jump on their page and subscribe to them and see what they're up to. That's it for now. I really thank you everyone for subscribing to my channel. Really thank everyone for subscribing to my channel. I thank everyone for the comments. I love them. They're so beautiful. And thank you for the likes. I really appreciate it all. So that's it from me this week. Hopefully I'll be able to bring something to you next week. And I know that I don't have to, but for me, it keeps me entertained. I like doing this. I really do. Anyway, that's it for now. Take care, everyone. God bless. Bye. I've got to get a cannula in and drink a lot of this dye solution stuff. Wish me luck. So I'm doing the PET scan at the moment. I've got to drink this terrible drink. It's disgusting. I've got to drink that every 15 minutes, so I've got to make sure that every 15 minutes I drink that. I think about 21. I think when it gets to 9:21, I've got to take my next drink. It's gross. I feel a bit funny. Not funny as in funny, but you can feel something's happening. Anyway, all good for now.